welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch for a general reading for all signs, and that's for today, the 24th of May, 2023. And, moderating today is on YouTube, the lovely Honeypaw, and on Twitch, the lovely Diane. Thank you so much, Honeypaw and Diane. And thank you to everybody for joining us for this general reading. I'm reading with this Tarot de Marseille. This is the Gasman Tarot. And let's purify with this Vervain by L'Occitane. 3 sprays in this big room is more than sufficient. You know, if you happen to be watching this on a restream on YouTube, you can fast forward through all the shuffling I'm about to do if you don't feel like watching it, just by using the timestamps in the video description of this video. Okay, here we go. I can shuffle. I really can. This is a general reading for all signs for today, the 24th of May, 2023, going out to everybody, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching on a restream. It does go out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you personally, just disregard it because it may not be meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, and you can find all of those easily on my website at arielscorner.com, arielscorner with a hyphen.com. I don't read with card reversals, so I will flip cards right side up. That's just how I like to do things. We have a shop, and that's at arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com. We list all the different decks that I currently read with, if they're still in print, and we make a small commission off of each and every sale, so we do appreciate your support. But mostly what we appreciate is that you're here for this general reading for today, the 24th of May, 2023. I'm going to do my very best to give you the most accurate reading I possibly can. And to that end, we need to randomize this deck just a little bit more, so I'm going to continue shuffling. Then I'll give it a nice clean cut, and then we can see what's in the cards for everybody today. I sure hope everybody's having a great day, and if you are not, I hope we can turn that around for you in the best way possible. I adore you and appreciate you being here, so let's just see what's in the cards for everybody today, shall we? Oh, my shirt sort of goes with my cloth. That was a happy accident. I should have just let you think that it was on purpose. All right, we have the King of Cups, we have the Page of Cups, and we have the, what is this? The Eight of Swords. This is a really good reading, and you need to recognize that a lot of times what happens is we get stuck in our minds. We get stuck in obsessive thoughts, and we see things that aren't really there. And we do what a friend of mine used to call drowning in a drop of water. And I was doing this last night. There was something that in my mind was going on, which really, it wasn't. There really was nothing, but my mind had this little kernel of no, this is what's going on, this is what's going on, and I got myself all in a tizzy about something that wasn't even happening. And finally, my inner guide, because I was being quiet about it because I didn't want to mess anybody's day up, so I was just, holding it in, and my inner guide finally came through, and I said, what do I do about this? And the inner guide said, there's nothing to do because nothing's happening. And it was very, very true. So be careful of that today. Don't drown in a drop of water. The other thing that I like, the other phrase that this Eight of Swords is all about, don't borrow trouble. Don't act like something's wrong where it isn't, okay? Because today's beautiful. Look at you with all the good news. You've got so much good news. And that good news, for the most part, is something that you can access just by closing your eyes and relaxing, listening to that inner guidance, tell you how amazing your life is, how wonderfully things can work out for you, and showing you step by step by step how to make sure that that's happening. A good rule of thumb is if you're prone today, if you notice that you're prone to coming out of all the good news and starting to catastrophize and things like that for yourself, try maybe not watching the news today. Because it's okay to be informed, but a lot of times when we're in this Eight of Swords, we're like overindulging. We are over consuming news media and things like that, trying to stay in front of things that we think are happening. Well, today, the best way to remind yourself of what your power is to relax and listen from within. You've been working on this for so long. This King of Cups is not an infant, and that means that this King of Cups is that part of your personality that's been working for probably years for some of you in getting your spiritual path, a very strong and certain part of your life. And so now it's time for you to just lean on that and live in that. And what that this page of cups is like the servant to the King of Cups, and that's your ability to listen to the good news and to discern, to use your power of discernment to filter out the bad news from your consciousness. Because today there is nothing that if there is bad news in the world, it's nothing that you have anything to do with. There's nothing that you can do anything about. Everything that's about you personally today is actually pretty good. Is actually very good for most of you. I'm going to open this up just to see if there's anything specific that we need to look at. But just for today, you can relax into the peace, knowing that all is well with you. And it doesn't really, what's going on outside is really ultimately today, think of it as none of your business. Just think of it as not your concern. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Accepting the things I cannot change then means to let go of the thought of them, because there's nothing you can do about them. So let it go. It doesn't help you. It just anything that intrudes on your peace of mind today is not worth it. Is not worth it. So be careful of that obsessive part of the mind today that really wants to churn about things that have nothing to do with you or about things that aren't really there. And when you notice churning going on, you could use that off switch. That's what I use, the off switch technique. And you can find out how to do that really easily by listening to my very brief video on the off switch. You can find that on my YouTube channel. I recommend that if you notice that you're churning a bit. And also, if you're churning, that's normal. We do that. That's a human thing. So noticing it and turning away from it is all we're talking about. It's not a reason to feel bad about yourself if you're churning. So what? We all churn from time to time. I do it probably once a day. And I'm doing just fine. So if I can do it, you're going to be fine too. All right, we've got the Six of Coins, we've got the Queen of Wands, and we've got this beautiful Chariot card. So the outcome of all of this today, when you recognize what's what, and you don't allow yourself to ruin your day with a bunch of catastrophizing, what you're going to notice is that you are a winner. That is a huge deal. Just, don't belittle the accomplishments in your life. Please don't do that. Do not minimize how far you have come and how far you are going. You're a miracle. That's what this 6 is. You are a miracle. Now, your life wants to start reflecting the miraculousness of who you are. But if you really can see that, if you can really accept the miraculousness of who you are, how you've come so far, and how well you're doing, then you are such a gift to everybody around you who needs even the nonverbal acknowledgement that that's true for them too. If it's true for you, then it's true for others. So if you can acknowledge that in yourself, even on a small level, you're doing the whole world a huge service. Because you know how they say, when a record is broken, then immediately somewhere on the other side of the world, that next record is broken. Even though it's taken humanity all of this time to break this one record, as soon as somebody does it, then it sort of gives permission to the group mind for somebody else to do it. And then it has a chain reaction. Same thing goes with this stuff. The more you can acknowledge yourself as the miracle that you are, the more you are supporting other people to do the same. And that kind of a chain reaction is something that I don't think that people really understand as being possible. But it happens. It's happened in the past. It'll happen in the future. And sometimes it just takes that one person to finally just go over the line to make everybody else go over the line. And you could definitely be that person today. You never know, right? So it's up to you to remind yourself today, whoa, let's go through it. I've come so far in my spirituality. I am nurturing my talents so well in ways that I never knew possible. I have had things work out for me in ways that didn't make sense. There's got to be a miracle at hand. I've got a connection. This is you talking. I've got a connection to infinite intelligence that is constantly feeding me the good news, showing me where to go, what direction to go in, guiding me at each moment of my life if I'm willing to listen. And all of this is coming together so that I can overcome these negative thoughts that my ego mind wants to constantly barrage me with. I'm turning those off, and I'm a winner. I'm a victor, and I'm going to do my victory lap. I am the conquering hero. And I am going to, on behalf of myself and everybody else in the world, I'm going to take this victory lap, because not only did I do it, but so did everybody else before me that's been trying so hard, right? That's the whole idea of standing on the shoulders of our ancestors. So everybody that's brought you up to the point where you are now, you're grateful for. The people that you know about and the people you don't know about. There's people on the other side of the world that you have no clue who they are, but because of the work that they've done on themselves, they've given that group mind, that human mind, the permission to be where you are today. So you're grateful for them, and now you are willing to dedicate all of the success and all of the work and all of that beautiful, miraculous energy that you're carrying with you to be utilized on behalf of humanity as well. Isn't that wonderful? So when your mind is like going, none of that means anything, because what might happen? What about that thing that might happen? What about those people over there? What about all of this stuff that's going on? What about the environment? What about being right? All of that stuff that your mind is churning about, that's an ego trick to get you off of where your power is. Your power is in acknowledging the miraculousness, is acknowledging how far you've come, is acknowledging the things that bring you joy and that are your passions in life. That's acknowledging that the asset that you always carry with you, which is that peaceful communication with that still small voice within you that's capable of directing your actions, your decisions, your thoughts, your feelings, that's capable of just guiding you step by step into victory. And victory is exactly what your destination is. That's your destiny. And it's victory not only on your own behalf, but on behalf of all of us. So this is a beautiful reading. So if you notice yourself churning, that's just your ego mind trying to distract you from the miraculousness of what today is really about. Because today is very important. It's a very important day for you and all of us. And you have a huge role to play today in how well humanity does going forward. And that sounds very grandiose, but it's very practically true. It's very practical and very, very true. It's not hyperbole. Somebody accused me of hyperbole the other day, and they're, you're being so hyperbolic when you say things like that. It's not hyperbole at all. It's metaphysical science. It's the truth of how things work. You today, personally, have a lot of power to help all of us. And that's just by turning off that churning mind, being guided and led, and acknowledging how far you've come. Being grateful to everybody that's come before you, and being very happy to be a conduit for miracles to the people that are to come. So you're important, you're holy, you have an exceptionally essential function to fulfill. And today, you're going to do it. You're not going to let yourself be distracted by these catastrophic ideas about things that you have no control over. All right, well, I will be back for another general reading tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much to the amazing moderator, Honeypaw, and the amazing moderator, Diane. We will see you all tomorrow. Blessed be.